Hello out there in YouTube land. I'm making my fourth video of the day. This is Kevin's head in the background, his stomach in the foreground. And I'm smoking C&D Black Frigate, which I just opened finally. Smoking it in an Armellini Cavalier. It reminds me, Black Frigate reminds me of C&D's other Navy themed cake, which is Blockade Runner. In fact, it tastes rather like, well, it says Latakia and Turkish are added to Navy Cavendish, pressed and sliced. It almost tastes very much like Blockade Runner with Latakia and Turkish added. The end result, I don't really taste Latakia or Turkish per se yet. I mean, I've only smoked a few puffs in this one bowl. But the end result is that it makes the rum flavor less obvious, less in the forefront. But what I want to talk about today is pipe dedication. For this pipe is a pipe that I dedicated to Flakes and Cakes many years ago. I'd say at least 15, maybe closer to 20 years ago. More than 15 years ago. Closer to 20 years ago. And it's the only pipe that I've dedicated to anything. Well, that's not entirely true. I've dedicated a few Dunhills to Dunhill tobacco. But to be honest, I found that to be a failed experiment. And the point is, I no longer believe in dedicating pipes. So why did I dedicate this to Flakes? Just simply because I thought I should have a pipe dedicated to Flakes, and this was the next pipe that I bought. So I dedicated it to Flakes. More recently, I've tried to undo it, and I smoked a few just regular, ribbon cut mixtures in here, and it doesn't work so much because this pipe is, after so many years, this pipe is just ingrained in my head as a pipe that's for Flakes. So the reason I say that I no longer believe in dedicating pipes is because, now I don't believe in dedicating pipes, but I guess I do believe in dedicated pipes. There are pipes that are, this is just a fairly general purpose one. I don't smoke aromatics, so I don't have to worry about running into that. But most pipes are dedicated. They're not dedicated in the sense that I've dedicated them to something. They're dedicated in the sense that my pipes talk to me, and they tell me what they want. This Neerup is good for English blends that have Cavendish, unflavored Cavendish, and most particularly Owl's Head from Four Noggins. I've tried Bald Headed Teacher, and I found it to be a very similar blend. I think Bald Headed Teacher is simply Owl's Head. It's the same. They're both by Four Noggins. It's simply Owl's Head with Burley, and I prefer the blend without Burley, Owl's Head. Whenever I smoke Owl's Head in something else, I miss this pipe. Whenever I smoke something else in here, I miss Owl's Head. And what I'm saying is that I don't dedicate pipes. I don't decide this, with this being the only exception. I don't decide this pipe's going to be for Flicks. This pipe's going to be for Latakia. This pipe's going to be for Virginia. They tell me. They tell me what they're good for. You know, I approach a new pipe just with a variety at first. Some people don't like that. Some people say no, you shouldn't. It confuses the pipe. I don't think so. I think that rather pipes have a certain resonance. They resonate with certain tobaccos, and there's no point trying to resist that. As I did with this one. Pipes, they know what they want. They know what they're good for, and listen to them. Now here's one I've had for a few months. I've smoked it in some other videos. It's a Nording, Church Warden, obviously. Very much like this pipe. It's comfortable. It's the aesthetics I quite like. It's not a Nording freehand. It's a Nording. It's one that they make for Iwan Rice, and it's in their catalog. So if you like it, you can order one just like it. But I have to say, I've not found the tobacco that resonates with it yet. I mean, it's got a cake building up and everything. I've tried many things in it. I know what I don't like in it. I don't like Perique in it. Perique in this pipe is a mismatch. Does not work. So I'm still finding what it is. I hope it's not aromatics, because as I said, I don't smoke aromatics. But yeah, so that's all I want to say. I no longer believe in dedicating a pipe. I believe in finding out what a pipe is ideally suited for, and to do that, you have to smoke a variety of different tobaccos in it. And I mean, with the Near Up, I never expected to find, I never expected to dedicate a pipe to English blends with unflavored Cavendish. I mean, that's not a category. That's not even a category in my head. And yet it's bliss. It's indistinguishable from magic, as the article says. Oh, that's weird. I've never noticed this before. There's writing on the pipe on the snaps, and SNAPS, snaps. I've never noticed that before. I'm in a bit of a weird mood today. You might think I've been drinking. I've not. Although, I may have been smoking some rum. Does that count? Anyway, pipe dedication, which I no longer believe in. What do you think? Do you think it's a matter of finding the right pipe, or do you think it's okay? Can you just go ahead and dedicate a pipe to it? And I agree that sometimes, I mean, I know a lot of people dedicate corn cobs to Burleys, and there's a certain logic in there. So in that sense, you kind of know the mechanics of the pipe. And although I'm not a corn cob smoker, I think corn cobs are less choosy than Briars or even Meerschaums are. So there may be some times when you can dedicate a pipe because you understand the mechanics of it, or in the case of corn cobs. But generally speaking, I no longer believe, as I said again and again and again, I'm probably boring you here. I don't believe in dedicating. I don't believe in deciding ahead of time what kind of tobacco you're going to dedicate a certain pipe to. You can try, but a pipe has a mind of its own.